Hey there. Have you ever had an idea for a product, a service, maybe a book you wanted to write, but you had so many ideas about how to make it happen that you just didn't know where to start? What happens in those situations? Well, I'll tell you, when I first made the transition from corporate America to becoming an entrepreneur, I had that because I am a person that has tons of ideas. And I would sit there and ponder, well, I could do this, and I could do this, and I could do this. And guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. Have you ever been in that situation? Well, in this episode, I am going to share with you the one thing that you must do in order to get radical clarity on what your next step is. How about that? I'm Dr. Darlene Mayo. I am a neurosurgeon and a neuroscientist, and I help high achievers just like you reach peak performance of mind, body, and spirit using groundbreaking techniques in neuroscience so you can unlock your full potential. All right, well, let's get to it. Let me tell you first of all what happens when you have all of these ideas, all right? Many ideas are very good for the brain, right? It's tapping into our creativity. That causes activity all over your brain. When you look at these MRI scans, these special X-rays of the brain, when someone is being very creative, it really kind of lights up everywhere. It's very beautiful and very amazing. But when you cannot focus on one thing, here's what happens. Your brain starts to get stressed. Your brain likes clarity. It likes direction. It likes specificity. This is why, if you've ever heard of SMART goals, why those work so well to help people achieve what they are doing, right? Because if you are not clear, your brain starts to release the process of your stress chemicals, all right? You start getting cortisol flooding your brain, flooding your body. That causes all of your happiness and motivating brain chemicals to lower. And when you're not motivated, what happens? Absolutely nothing, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's something that you can do, okay? This is going to be very profound. Do something. I know, crazy, right? Anything you do, any action you take, whether it is the correct action or the wrong action, is actually going to activate the part of your brain that is in charge of your visions and your dreams. It's absolutely amazing. This part of the brain, it is called the mirror neuron network, all right? This is the part of our brain that when we imagine something that we want, really intensely, right? When we visualize it very specifically, your brain can't tell the difference between that visualization and what is reality. So it starts making connections in your brain as if that reality already existed, which causes you to respond differently to opportunities that you may never have seen before. You have new open perspectives, very healthy and positive outlooks on life. Causes you to act in ways you wouldn't have acted, and really opens doors of opportunity for you like nothing you've ever seen. This mirror neuron network sits in an area of the brain called the motor cortex that is responsible for movement, okay? So if you have no clarity on what to do, here's what you do. Pick something and go and build that thing, okay? And even if it's wrong, all right, your brain will help guide you to where you need to be that lines up with the vision that you have for what you want to create. Think about it this way. Have you ever been on a boat in the ocean, okay? If that boat is anchored, can you steer it? It is very hard to steer. But if that boat is moving, it actually becomes very easy to steer, all right? So do not waste another minute. Get out there and take action. And the first action you need to take is go download my High Achievers peak performance cheat sheet at livefulfillednow.com. This is a 10-minute routine to do every single day to help boost those happy and motivating brain chemicals, okay? That is a great place to start to help you get clarity, because if you're stressed, if your cortisol is high, you're going to have a lot of trouble thinking through what you want to do. It actually lowers the creative processes in your brain, the exact opposite of what you want, all right? So number one is go get that cheat sheet, okay? It's at livefulfillednow.com. So you do that routine every single day for several days, and I will tell you what, very soon you will begin to develop radical clarity about your next steps, all right? I hear testimonies all the time about how life-changing this simple routine is, because it is actually setting up patterns in your brain to help regularly, daily, bathe your brain in happy, motivating chemicals, the chemicals that help to activate your memory, and importantly, to activate this mirror neuron network in your brain, all right? So go get that now. And I always like to end with a question of the week. So here is your question of the week. Let's imagine all of a sudden you know exactly what you need to do. You have radical clarity right now about exactly what product or service you want to build. What would you do next?